great party, isn't it?
Okay, welcome back to Blood Bros. Today we'll be reviewing The Hills Have Eyes, the second film of Wes Craven released in 1977. The plot is very simple. It's about a family who gets stuck in the hills and then a bunch of cannibals attack. That's the basis of the description. And fun fact, we also got a budget hike from this movie. We went from 87,000 from the last one to 320,000 to this one.
Which you can
So
tell they put money into it with like the
Oh,
makeup.
they
They
did.
actually used
They
makeup.
did.
Like with his
Yes,
nose,
they
how it
did.
was like cut. That was cool.
Yes, I'll eat the brains of your kids. I'm gonna do that every video. I'm just gonna quote a line from the movie.
I'm glad you remember it.
Okay. I think we should start with the review. Let's start with our positives.
You go first.
Oh no, you go first.
You go first.
Okay, fine. I'll go first. My first positive, other than the tremendous budget hike, this movie feels a lot more polished. Everything feels like better. This feels like what Craven. This feels like a movie that has effort in it, or
More.
yeah, effort. It has effort in it into actually being good. I also thought more of the practical effects were better because of the makeup with the, like you said, the nose, and then the ankle when the Pluto gets attacked by the dog.
Oh, and the dog acting
And
too. Like they actually got the
yeah,
dog stacked.
yeah, the dog trained. Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, I felt like the third act was much better than the third act of the last one. Everything is just also a lot more tolerable in this movie. Everything is just a lot better acted. Everything's just better, like better acted, better casted, and much less on the assault side of things. If you
Yeah,
know what I'm
I know what you
implying,
mean.
much less.
Even though
Everything is just better. The
there's like
characters are even
you
better.
go, you go. Yeah, the
Like
character.
I like Bobby. Well, I don't know. You don't like Bobby,
I don't think the characters are better now that I think about it. That's probably
but
one
they're
of my
better acted.
negatives.
I think
Yeah,
they're better acted.
yeah, some of them are.
I like Bobby as a character. I like the
Is Bobby the Nicolas
mustache.
Cage looking guy?
No, Bobby's the one with the gun who saw the dog get gutted.
Is he the blonde?
Yes, the blonde with the front flip and back flip.
No, I didn't think he was that good to be honest.
No. We also got the mustache guy, the sister. Everyone else is just good at is good. The hill people, everything is just better made. Everything just feels like a much more watchable movie, which is not what I would say for a previous film. Everything's just it flows better.
Nicolas Cage
Like
guy
I
was pretty
said,
good, even though it wasn't Nicolas Cage.
who's the Nicolas Cage guy?
The guy that looks just like Nicolas Cage.
I have
Bro,
no idea
the
who.
guy that gets the kill at the very end of the movie, and it ends with like,
Oh, the still on his face.
yeah.
Yeah, the third act is just everything about the movie just flows better. The villains, like the hill people, the cannibals, much better. Although they do have a very odd backstory.
Yeah,
Do you mind if I recite the backstory for
go
everyone?
ahead.
Okay, so apparently the gas station clerk at the beginning of the movie had a son which killed his mother at birth, had these violent habits, burned his house and his sister. The father got angry, lashed him with a whip or something, causing the scar. He is sent to the hills, manages to survive, somehow kidnaps a prostitute, and then starts his own family. I don't know how.
He just did, bro. Like when they were driving, he just kind of
Yeah.
grabbed them out of the car. I don't know.
Whatever.
Maybe he found like a cell phone out there. He like called her up.
I don't think that's how it works.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, the only knowledge I have is from the movie Pretty Woman.
You've seen that?
Yes, I've seen that.
I haven't seen it. Is it good?
It's good. But also back to the subject at hand.
Yeah.
What are your positives?
My positives, mainly you covered them the most. Yeah, be- better production value. The score I actually thought was
Oh
better.
yeah, the music. Oh my goodness, I like the score for this movie.
Yeah, it's better than the last one, and it fits
It,
too.
it yeah, it actually kind of is a little unsettling.
Yeah,
I mean,
atmosphere. Oh, this movie's got good atmosphere, dude.
yeah,
For the most part,
yeah,
yeah. They like
uh,
build
um,
up to the horror, unlike the last movie
yeah,
we talked about, where it just like
where
happens.
yeah, like in the third act, like as soon as the van attack, I was pretty much like, I like this movie. The kills are much better. I mean,
Way
they
better.
blew some. They okay. The Pluto who gets viciously murdered by the dog, the father who gets blown up, manages to survive and gets shot.
Beauty
Good
the
effects
dog.
there.
Uh,
Oh, the
when the
dog.
dog, yeah, with like the guts and stuff, that was actually decent.
Oh, the
The
dog
zoom in
guts.
on the
Yeah, the
dog,
dog.
yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, the dog just also attacking one of the hill people. That was nice. We even got to see like practical like bone work for the heel
Yeah,
and
that was
more.
good.
Yeah. Also, spoiler, he survives and he's in the sequel.
Which I don't get that. You saw him die, like
Sequel logic.
I thought that was like the point. Every like bad guy except for the mother and the other girl died at the end.
The sympathetic girl and
Yeah,
the crazy
who's just
one.
forgotten about.
Yeah, but sequel logic. Like I
Yeah,
said, sequel logic. Um, honestly, yeah, that's about it. Everything's just better. The concept is better, like the story, the narrative, the characters, better. It's all
yeah,
improved. The setting, the music, it's better.
and there's some
It's
good performances.
yeah. Okay, now let's move on to our mixed. I'll let you go first.
Mixed. What am I mixed on the movie about? Um, things I'm feeling in between on. Just the performances as a whole. Like some are
Uh,
giving good performance. Where like that one dude you were talking about earlier, that blonde guy,
yeah.
I don't think he was that good.
Yeah. Backflip Kid.
Yeah, and probably the dialogue too. Probably the same for that. Like there's some good
Uh,
lines and there's some bad
fair enough.
ones.
Um, fair enough. The acting is, I guess I could say mixed because of the girl who was basically like whining after like she got like I mean, which is probably realistic, but she got annoying.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
she was annoying me near the end when like he was walking toward to like check if he was dead, and she was like,
yeah.
"No, no, don't leave me." I know. I was just like, "Be quiet. Let me see what's going on."
She was, and he wasn't even that far apart, and you're following him. You're
Yeah,
fine.
exactly. It's okay. It's no big
My
deal.
other mix is like after like the gas station scene, the movie is just like there's nothing like until like the van sequence. It's just like nothing. There's my mix. That's my mix on it. That there's
That's
pretty
a
much
negative for me. That would be when I get into the negatives, which I think
the
we're
middle.
just about.
I mean, it's fine, but do something. If you know
Hmm.
what, yeah, do something.
I felt like
Yeah,
they stretched this movie out to make it feature length.
yeah, like 1 hour and 30 minutes. Okay,
Yeah.
let's move on to the negatives. And as you stated, the middle act.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like nothing memorable happens. It's boring. It's like straight up boring. I
yeah.
I can't remember a thing about that middle part, man. Like what happened?
Well, the backstory,
Yeah, the
I guess,
backstory.
and then yeah,
You got the
actually,
cool
yeah.
kind of
The,
Friday the 13th s kill, and
oh yeah, like yeah, where he's like strung up.
yeah, and
I
then
just
like
re-
I like the zoom ins too. Like whenever someone's dead
yeah,
and they reveal
yeah.
it, there's a zoom in on it. That's cool.
I just realized this review is going by much quicker. I mean, jeez.
I know. I don't have a lot to say about this one.
It's because most of those because I don't think there is actually a lot to talk about this movie because it's all of our feelings is just it's good. It's just okay. It's just decent. Other
I'm
than the music, which is like I don't know what they use like to create the music, but they use something and I like that. Everything just feels like an improved thing. Nothing feels like groundbreaking. I guess I can say that as a negative is that there's nothing really defining other than the hill people about this movie. There's like nothing else other than the hill people.
Yeah, and if you want me to be honest, a negative would be every character for me. I know you're probably gonna disagree, but they're all really plain. It's weird to say.
Agree. I concur. I concur.
Like the main, like the protagonists are very plain. Like the plainest horror movie antagonist, like
I
protagonist
mean,
I've ever seen.
generic. It's
Generic, yeah.
generic.
It's just like
Yeah,
there's nothing to them. They got no
it's
personality.
improved. It's better, but
It's just it's just like boring. It's like when I think of them, I think of a bagel, dude. That's what I like. I don't know
a
why it's a
bagel.
bagel, but I think of a bagel when I
You
think of
think
them.
of a bagel.
Just a
A
plain
bagel.
bagel. A plain bagel. Like no cream cheese, just a bagel.
Eh,
I
not
feel
even
like I'm sounding
toasted.
crazy saying that.
Not even a toasted bagel.
Not even toasted, just a plain bagel. That's them.
Ugh.
They are plain bagels. And the antagonists, the cannibals, they feel like stepping stones to get to the great horror
Yeah.
antagonists like Michael Myers. They feel like like proto versions of like horror movie antagonists, and so they don't really feel all that developed. They're not all quite there yet.
Well, they're also now dead, so who
Yeah,
cares really?
yeah,
Um, I guess another negative that I have is that this movie's finale, while I do like, it also like with it ends a little too soon. Like I want to kind of see the aftermath after he like kills the guy. I want to see him like do more like get his child back, reunite with his family. Instead, we just end with him viciously stabbing him, which is a good scene, but it just cuts to the end. And there's
yeah.
nothing like after that.
That is kind of weird. No, I didn't mind it though because kind of didn't want to see any more just talking anymore. I just wanted to see the violence at that point.
Yeah, the stabbing is also
Yeah, it's
off
nice.
screen. The return of the off screen deaths.
I like the rattlesnake though when
Oh yeah, the snake.
he
Oh
sets down
right, when
his
she used like how she used the snake. Yeah, that
yeah, and she
they
came up
used a
to him.
lot. They had a lot more creativity with their like kills and whatnot.
It was more
Like
impressive.
if there was more high budget, I'm pretty sure the original way they were gonna kill Papa Jupiter with like the car thing, like he was gonna slide into the wheel. If they had more budget, I'm 100% sure they would do that. But
Maybe
they didn't. I'll take a gunshot and explosion.
I was fine with it. I don't know.
I'm honestly surprised they actually were able to have explosions. Because if you remember the last movie, it was like very tame, like on the action.
Well, like knowing kind of low budget stuff, I'm not really surprised. I mean, there are plenty of explosions I've seen in low budget movies, like Mad Max, for example, the first one.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, well, that's like really old, and it's got I think two or three explosions in it. So I was like, oh yeah, an explosion. I appreciated how they were able to get animals to act. I was like, oh, that's
Yeah,
impressive. They got like a trainer
I
for these
think
dogs.
everything's just better about this movie. Like I said again and again, this everything's better. Like even the story is much more improved.
I don't think the pacing's better. Like one thing I can say about the last movie that we watched didn't really bore me that much.
Fair. Okay, I see.
I was with
Yeah.
it, although I wasn't enjoying it. I was with it. Where this, I was like, and
I
then at one point I paused it, and then I started up a different movie. I started watching that movie, and I
You start
couldn't.
watching Last House on the Left again.
No, no, no. I was watching Borat. I was like,
Borat.
yeah,
I've never seen Borat, but Borat?
so good,
Really?
man. It's so good, man. It's good, but that was I stuck all the way through that movie, but I couldn't with this one.
I'll admit, I'm pretty sure like the ads, like they broke it up with the ads. That must have kept my attention. Like, I'm pretty sure without the ads, I might have had the same problem as you.
The ads kept you
Maybe,
in. The ads kept you
yeah,
in.
yeah, like they broke it up.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
I
mean,
guess you go.
this is a very odd movie to talk about because it's Wes Craven just being improved upon. Like the concept's different, the setting's different, the story's different, but nothing about it stands out other than the Hill People,
It's neat
which,
seeing like this director like kind of mature a little bit, take a step up.
yeah, yeah, like he does a lot better. Like I'm pretty sure, like you said, how originally his like stuff was amateurish. I'm pretty sure that was even improved.
Yeah,
Like you could see him like developing, like you can tell, like even now you can like with this movie you can tell like with the last movie it really held him back from truly achieving greatness. In this
yeah,
movie, you can finally see like, oh, so this is what he was going for. This is
yeah,
what, because The Hills Have Eyes is kind of like The Last House on the Left because they're both in the same genre with like assault stuff, but
not
it's
really.
just
I mean,
better.
there's only like 15 seconds of that in this movie. It's like the
Fair
briefest.
enough.
Yeah,
Fair
it's
enough.
more like exploitation genre.
Yeah, but even still, it's better. But
It
that's all
is.
I can say about this movie is that sure I enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed the music, I enjoyed the story, I enjoyed the action a little more, but nothing about it is all that memorable except for the hill people. Like Pluto, the bald one. Like
He was.
that's
I thought his look was kind of like it worked, but his voice didn't match it. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
kinda thought it matched.
whoa, whoa, I got a call.
What's that?
I have no clue, man. I have no clue. But
Yeah.
back to what we were saying.
Yeah, my main negative is that while it is a better movie and while it's a movie I could rewatch again, there's nothing memorable about it. Like to me.
I agree.
It's just okay, it's decent. It's something that if I'm in the mood, I'll rewatch it, but then I'll just watch something else. Like today I'm watching Scream 4. I remember stuff from that movie. And even in Nightmare on Elm Street, I remember stuff.
Or Borat.
This one, okay. The only thing I remember from this movie are the hill people and when they're in that weird shot when they're running towards the camera and it looks completely fake with like the bones and all that. You know
Oh
when
yeah,
they're like Pluto and the dad are just running towards the camera and it looks absolutely fake.
yeah. It just kind of degrades like when you think of like Michael Myers. There's something about that where like everything about that character is intimidating, right? There's nothing.
Yeah,
He's completely detached. He's not human. But when you hear like when you look at the dude in this, what's his name?
Pluto.
Pluto. Yeah. When you look at Pluto, he's like, oh, that's intimidating. You know, that guy, he can really mess you up. But he's not like cold. He's like, he's an idiot.
He's like an immature boy.
Exactly. But it's not like creepy. It's just like, he's just dumb. And
But I still liked him because he was at least memorable.
I
Like I
guess
enjoyed him.
his look was very memorable. That was good
Yeah,
casting.
and good makeup.
Yeah. I wish he didn't
Yeah.
talk, though. That's like, if he would have
I
been.
even heard they reused props from Texas Chainsaw,
They
which
did?
is a fact I should yeah, which is a fact I should give to another reviewer, Cody Leach, for credit because I don't want to get sued. I
That
can't have
movie
this.
is way better. Texas Chainsaw, oh my god. That's one of my favorites, dude.
I honestly I don't know if I'll be able to watch it. I'll probably watch it after I see the remake.
Oh yeah, I heard that was bad. Give me a moment.
Yeah, I haven't
I
heard.
have the call back. Let me open the. Yeah, he didn't say anything. All right, we're
Uh,
back. Let's get. We went on a bit of a tangent there. What?
yeah, like there's like I said, nothing memorable about this movie
Yeah, really. I was bored.
aside from aside from the hill people.
Yeah, the hill people. I guess the look of them were all right. I wasn't all that
Yeah,
intimidated by them, but for the most
I don't
part,
think you're.
I was bored. It was an improvement on the last one. I'll give it that.
I'd watch it. It for me it was pretty entertaining, though again nothing memorable. It's a decent movie. I
Yeah.
would give it a 6 out of 10.
All right. If we're doing number scores, I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 10. Submit.
Yeah,
It's all right.
it's an it's an okay movie. It's an improvement.
I'm
It's a
excited to see the sequel.
yes, but that is not the one we come. But that is not the one we watch next. Our next one will be Deadly Blessing, which from I heard was
Everyone.
based. Yeah, which what I heard is basically like a rewritten version of A Nightmare on Elm Street because he couldn't get his Elm Street script to be sold for production.
Oh. So he wanted to do Nightmare on
Nightmare
Elm
on Elm
Street,
Street,
but
but no one would do it because it was too wild.
mm-hmm.
So he rewrote it. I think this is just from what I've heard from a random website. So he rewrote a version of it as for Deadly Blessing, which is which is a movie that the main antagonists are the Amish.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
The Amish.
I like that. Amish Paradise,
Yeah.
Peace.
Also,
All right, everyone, go check out Deadly Blessing because that's what the next one's gonna be about. Uh,
and if you like this video, I guess subscribe. I don't know.
my man.
I don't know. I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you have watched The Hills of Eyes, you should check out this remake. We haven't yet, but we will. So tune in next time, and next we will be reviewing Deadly Blessing.
But don't watch the original movie because it sucks.
Wait,
Mic
what original?
dropped.
Wait, the original Hills of Eyes?
Nah, yeah, get out of here. Mic drop, bro. We're done. End it all.
Well,
1 out of
you
10.
said, okay, liar, liar, liar. You're a lie. It's a 5. You said it was 5. I gave it a
It's
6.
a 5. It's a 5.
It's a 5, and I gave it a 6. It's a decent, okay movie.
No, but don't watch Deadly Blessing. 1 out of 10. End of story.
We haven't even watched it yet.